Okay, chat, you can't see me. I just got back from my parents' house. Wow, I look busted. That's HE double hockey stick. How do we like the jeans? With the slit. Okay. Also, our toilet leaked everywhere, but our house is so cold that it froze on the floor, so we had sheets of ice on our bathroom floor. Sorry. Not for that far to be. That's uncharted territory. Bro, look at my bedroom, bro. I just put these curtains up. Are you kidding me? You can't really tell, but they have little plastic beads, and I actually love them. And my cute little butterfly, moth, whatever. And my wall. See the beads, yo? Of course, now it's blocking my floor mirror setup. So maybe I'll put the mirror in front of it, because that actually is what I'm going to do right now. Yeah, hold on. I have unfortunately dropped my camera too many times, and now the screen is just bars. Good morning, it is 8:18, and I was thinking, I don't usually do this. I might like dab on a little concealer or eyeshadow or something. So I have to move my curtain and move my mirror and figure that out. Okay, this is what we're working with now. Now I'm just lit really weirdly. Oh, and how do you like that? Part of what was making me want to maybe try to do a little makeup every day, it's not about having to look presentable or something like that. It's not like that for me at all. So actually, in my last little vlog that I made, I was reading Wintering by Catherine May. Part of what I really appreciated about that book was that it was drawing from all sorts of different things, from different studies, folklore, mythology, animals. It just was drawing its ideas from so many different places. And near the very end of the book, it mentioned, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but imbolc. If like you're familiar with the Wheel of the Year, I think it's like related to Wiccan and witchcraft in some way, or paganism. The way I grew up, paganism is like the devil. All of it is the devil. Anything that's not biblical was pagan and the devil. But as I've gotten older and I've learned, I align with some of it. I align with the very nature focused way of life. I remember I saw on Pinterest or something a screenshot or something that said something to the effect that humans are part of nature too. I don't know, I guess we forget that. So our lives with these artificial lights, artificial schedules, honestly, staying up into all hours of the night, especially in winter with such short days and long nights. But anyway, imbolc, or however you pronounce it, is the halfway point in between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So it's, I guess, 6 weeks away from either way. And also it's Groundhog Day is like the next day. It's that same halfway through the winter thing. And it kind of, well, like with Groundhog Day, it kind of forecasts what the rest of winter is going to look like. But with imbolc, it's rooted in Celtic mythology, relates to a goddess Bridget or something like that. I can't look up on my phone because I'm recording. Imbolc, it relates to milk, like the ewe being full of milk because of the fertility of going to have babies and things like that. Spring fertility, all of that on the horizon, that rising up. From what I understand, it's kind of like the pregnancy stage of what is to come. At this point in time, people might review where they are in their life and in their season and whatever, and determine how they want to move forward. So I'm not a Wiccan, I'm not a witch, I am not a pagan truly. I just am interested by what I'm interested in, and I like drawing things from different places. Anyways, so February 1st, which was when that had occurred, I ended up just writing in my journal some things that I would want to burn, things I want to leave behind me, and things that I want to sow, things that I want to grow and flourish in the upcoming season. So a list of things that I want to get rid of: overthinking, insecurity, laziness, anxiety, brain fog, hive mind. And by hive mind, I mean This is a whole thing. I feel like being plugged in, being online, being connected to the internet, it feels to me like in the Matrix when they're all in their pod things. That's how I feel when I'm online too much. I feel like I'm in a pod in this like huge thing. It's like leeching my life away. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it feels like a parasite. I do believe in a balance. I like doing this because it's creating, and I think creating is a very important thing. When you can create and export, you have an output. I think it is very healthy, and it proves that you were here, that you existed, that you lived, that you worked, that you played, whatever the case. It is indicative of you and that you were here at some point in time. So when I say hive mind, I want to be less plugged into this mainframe. Passivity and negligence. And the one last thing is performance. And I will talk more about that in a second. The things I want to sow: regulating, showing up, connecting, mindfulness, gratitude, analog to oppose the hive mind thing, rest, presence, and expression. So I wanted to save expression. I want to burn performance, but I want to sow expression, because a lot of my life I have felt like it is a performance. I felt like I'm performing whenever I'm in any social interaction. If I'm being perceived by anyone at all, I feel like I'm putting on a show and performing, and it is exhausting. So it keeps me from having any meaningful connections with people because I'm so busy trying to perform. And I would feel like I would try to perform on my own too, always trying to catch up with the person that I think would be the coolest version of me, not the version who is most authentic of me. So I want to get rid of that performance, but expression to me is a different thing. Performance is putting on a show. Expressing is just letting me leak out, coming to the surface, which is something I don't do in social settings. I am the quiet smile and nod, and that's the extent of what I have to contribute. I do not do much in terms of communicating my thoughts and feelings, and I really want to change that. So me putting a little eyeshadow on, that is not performance for me personally. That aligns more with expression. I actually want to add something else, and it is so not related to anything. The Grammys just happened, and I have not been on Twitter in like so long, but I did just check Twitter yesterday for the first time in probably months. I just have to say, being on Twitter and seeing all the people, whatever, I do not miss Twitter. Twitter is freaking awful, yo. And the way people talk on there, it's not just that they're saying horrible things, it's just like people are so not. I feel like people don't really think. When I'm away from it, I don't miss it. And when I come back, I'm like, yeah, I didn't miss this. What I do miss is like seeing the cool stuff, the things that I think are awesome, like Chappell Roan's Chappell Roan's outfit. Insanity. I'm still like mind boggled by that. I don't know exactly what it. I've heard different things about what was going on there to construct her situation. I don't know, but oh my god, Chappell Roan is insane in such the best way. I love what she has going on. I think it's awesome. I was watching concert videos of her, very much in awe of her. She is so cool. Anyway, Twitter, awful. But I did like seeing Chaperone's fashion. I actually saw that on Facebook, of all places. Which, weird, I think I'm on Facebook more than any other social media at this point. This is so old. I don't even know how to tell you how old, but Nudes of New York by Maybelline New York. These are the colors. I don't know if you can even see them. So I'm going in. I'm going in with Protector, which is my most used shade. Okay, don't mock my application because I never learned how to do makeup. One other thing, you know how I was talking about how I was rewatching concert videos. I also was watching some VMAs performances. I think it was from the last VMAs because it was whenever doechii was performing, because I saw doechii's performance and I didn't really know her music at all. But after seeing that performance, I was like, whoa, that sounds so awesome. And so then I listened to her mixtape, because technically a mixtape, not an album. Alligator Bites, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I listened to it a bunch and I loved it. But then when Anxiety came out, I hate that song. And I hate somebody that I used to know, unfortunately. I didn't realize people liked that song because I disliked that song so much. And so now doechii is just like tied to that song, and I feel like now everybody clowns on her, but I thought that mixtape. It was really good, dude. And I was really excited for what she was going to put out next. And then it was Anxiety, which apparently is not even a new song. I don't know, dude. I kind of hate putting on mascara because I always rub my eyes, but maybe it'll be good if I try to not rub my eyes. I also hate getting mascara off because I don't have makeup wipes, which I hear are bad. Dermatologists are like, makeup wipes terrible. Use makeup remover and like cotton pads. I don't have that either. I'm gonna be real with you. So it's me and a washcloth and some effort. I mean, I have a cleanser or whatever, so I use that. I also kind of live in fear using mascara because one time I used mascara and I poked myself in the eye and my eye twitched for like a month and a half or something. I've actually had like face twitching happen before. I remember after I had a surgery when I had my wisdom teeth out. I don't know if it was actually tied to it or not, but maybe this is tied into what I was talking about performance. If I fake smiled too much, my face would like start uncontrollably twitching. My extended family would want to all get together to get family photos, and I remember going into the kitchen and like hiding because my face was twitching. I feel so bonita. I have no plans of going anywhere today because I'm iced in. I think it's gonna get above freezing, so we might try to dig a path because like I said, I've been out of town for like a week and a half, and then we had a winter storm. Everyone's saying the storm of the decade or whatever, or century. I don't think it's century, maybe, I don't know. It's supposed to be this record-breaking storm, and it's like we're gonna get feet and feet of snow depending on where you are. But we did not get feet and feet of snow, but we did get a heck of a lot of ice. We did get some snow, like a decent amount of snow, not a foot, but we did get snow, but it was ice. So I'm out there walking across the ice, slipping and a sliding. I've fallen so many times, but that's okay. I get right back up again. Have you guys ever seen Captain Marvel? Like Captain Marvel, she gets knocked down, but it's not the getting knocked down, it's the getting back up. I've only seen that movie once, and I think people were way too mean to it. I don't think it was nearly as bad as they said it was. Like when I saw it, it didn't occur to me to think that it was bad. But maybe it was. Can't be worse than the stuff they've been putting out. I do not follow Marvel anymore. I used to love Marvel, but a lot of it has just been really disappointing. Like I think the last thing that I followed from Marvel that I actually enjoyed, well, I loved Thunderbolts. That was cool. The last thing that they put out that I really enjoyed, I think, was the first season of Loki. I couldn't even get through the second season. It just did not make any sense to me. So if you like Marvel or did like Marvel, when was the last thing you saw that you enjoyed before you stopped watching, or are you still watching? Thank you for listening. There's a 20-minute audio clip on here. I have got to go do something else. Bye for now.